So, hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Codersarts. So, in this series of episode, we showcase the projects, and this type of project is going to very helpful. So, either you are developer. So, for a developer, you are working as a proof of concept, or in short, that is called POC, or even you are working on MVP, that is called minimal viable product. Or for a student who are looking to add some value to your resume, and even for they want to work some on good project in their final year computer science student. So this type of project is going to very helpful for you. Okay, so in today video, one of our team member Pratibha, so she will explain everything about the project. What is the project about? What are the category of these projects? What are the technology we have used? And basically how the whole the projects work. So I recommend please make sure to stay tuned until the end so that you will get the complete understanding of this video or even the complete project idea. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm inviting Pratibha, so she will explain everything about this project. So hi Pratibha, now you can start explanation about this project.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our demonstration of the tool that we have created, that is an intelligent crop hint generator.
Hmm.
It is a powerful tool designed to streamline image cropping with precision.
Hmm.
Okay, so in today's world, we are flooded with lots of images, and there are a lot of people in different domains who are working with these kind of images.
Hmm.
And having a tool that not only crops the images but does so intelligently is going to have a significant impact on your productivity.
Hmm.
So this is a very useful app that we have developed using Google's Vision AI at the back end. So I will be giving a demonstration of the workings of that app that we have created.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's explore how this tool is not only useful
Hmm.
but a game changer for various applications. So whether you are a designer, developer, or anyone working with images, this tool will aid you to enhance your workflow. Okay, so let me just share my screen.
Hmm.
I've already come to the directory of my project, so I just
Hmm.
need to run this file. We have currently developed this application using Flask because it is only for demonstration purpose.
Hmm.
Just run it. Can you see it?
Yes, yes.
This is the interface of the crop hint generator.
Hmm.
And I again want to emphasize that we have used Google's Vision AI
Hmm.
at the back end to perform this crop intelligent crop hint generator.
Hmm.
And it doesn't just generate the hint for the cropping. It also crops the image for you, and you can
Hmm.
download it once you're satisfied by visualizing the hints of the crops. Okay,
Hmm.
let's just check out how it works. So for example, let's say you have this image, you pass in the aspect ratio. Now there are different kinds of aspect ratios. I'll brief about them also.
Hmm.
But just let's see here.
Hmm.
You can see there is this original image on the left hand side,
Hmm.
and then on the right hand side you can see the image with the hints drawn across the
Hmm.
image according to the aspect ratio that has been provided. And let's say now that you are satisfied with this kind of hint, and you want to download the image, then you can just click it here, and this is the cropped image for you. Okay, so this here, this choice of drawing the hint around this particular part of or a portion of this image is being done intelligently by AI. So
Hmm.
you don't really need to do anything else. You just need to pass on the aspect ratio, and it will choose it for you on its own, the best portion of the entire image that should be inside the this particular aspect ratio for the crop of the image. So we can check it on any other image as well. Let's just take this in. Let me just try on something else. You can see that the 2.1 aspect ratio is going to be like this. And then you can also try to the zero point 0.5 on this image as well, but let me just show you. uh, this is the best portion of the image as
Hmm.
suggested by the AI.
Hmm.
So this is how this crop hint generator works. Okay. Now let me just give you some brief of the code walkthrough as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll just give a very quick overview of this app, like the back end of it. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So we are maintaining two files. The first one is the app.py, which is having all the code for contributing to the front end. But
Hmm.
we also have one other file, a Python script, that is utility.py, which is having all the functions in it related to the Google Cloud functionality for
Hmm.
this particular task of generating the hint. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'll start with the utility.py so that we are familiar with the functions that we are going to use in app.py.
Hmm.
Okay. So here what we are doing is in this utility function, wait, this is the file utils.py. Okay.
Hmm.
So here in what we are doing is we are just see you can see that we are using Google Cloud's Vision here, and
Hmm.
then we are like importing the PIL library to deal with the images, and then there are some helper modules as well that we require.
Hmm.
So the main thing that we are using here is the Google's service account key, that is a JSON file,
Hmm.
which provides us the credentials and like enables us to use this functionality that is provided by Google Cloud
Hmm.
platform. Okay,
Hmm.
so in here we have three functions. The first function is the get crop hint. This is the main function where the Vision AI's crop hint function we are making use of. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
in this particular function we provide the like we pass in the image along with the aspect ratio, and it generates the like vertices for that hint. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
so by vertices what I mean is this, the four corners of this rectangle.
Hmm.
Okay, so they
Hmm.
are called the vertices. We get the coordinates of these vertices for this particular image, and
Hmm.
then we just using PIL we just draw it out onto the image. So
Hmm.
this is the function where we are drawing the border
Hmm.
given the vertices. So here we are making use of the crop hint function to generate the vertices here. So you
Hmm.
can see that this function just outputs the vertices by
Hmm.
identifying the best possible portion for that particular aspect ratio.
Hmm.
And then there is another function to crop the image instead of just drawing the hint
Hmm.
based on the vertices that are provided. That is, here again we are making use of the crop hint function. That is the first function here.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so this is how it works, and I would like to mention that it's not necessary to give just one aspect ratio at a time. Google's Vision AI for crop hint takes in a list of aspect ratios as well.
Hmm.
So at one time, you can give more than one aspect ratio as well. But in this particular implementation of the app, we are making use of just one aspect ratio at a time so that it is clear how it works. Okay. So after that, we come to the app.py, and here we are just like uploading the image, reading
Hmm.
the file, converting it into the format that is required by the Google's Vision AI.
Hmm.
Okay. And then here we are just calling these two functions, that is the draw hint and crop hint function.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So these particular files, if I come to the directory of this project, here you can see that cropped images are being saved here.
Hmm.
Okay, so you'll find the cropped images here,
Hmm.
and then we are maintaining a folder for the hints of the image as well. So this is how it is being saved into the directory.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so basically on calling these two function, the hint of the image and the crop hint also,
Hmm.
like the cropped image, are being saved to their respective folders, and it's just that it, and then we are just passing it to the front end, and also attaching it with the download button for it to be downloadable
Hmm.
from the front end.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So this is the entire workflow of this particular app. You can see that majorly the only code that deals with this is this particular function, that is get crop hint, and it is just a few lines of code which is
Hmm.
actually just analyzing the image and generating its vertices. Now once we have the vertices, then drawing it and cropping the image according to those vertices is
Hmm.
not a really big deal.
Hmm.
And this basically signifies how easy it is to make use
Hmm.
of Google Cloud's like Vision AI, that
Hmm.
is a cloud platform, and you
Hmm.
don't need to write tons of code to perform this kind of operation. That is where it is intelligently,
Hmm.
you know, generating the hints for you to crop the image. Now, again,
Hmm.
obviously, Google at its backend is maintaining the code for it, but it like basically it makes your life easier. That is the beauty of using cloud platform and services, that
Hmm.
you don't have to maintain all the code and keep updating it according to the latest technology, because it is already being handed out to you
Hmm.
by Google and other cloud platforms as well. So this is the beauty of this app and
Hmm.
how it works. Okay, so
Okay.
I
Okay.
think we have mostly covered all the aspects
Hmm.
of this
Hmm.
small tool that we have created,
Hmm.
and it is
Okay.
going to like really impact those people who are like dealing with images daily on a daily basis. So the
Hmm.
working of this app here, it uses like I have told you that we have built the backend using Flask, and
Hmm.
majorly it is like it is using Google's Vision AI,
Hmm.
and particularly Google's Vision AI's crop hint function. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
this is the method that we are utilizing here. Now, about the aspect ratio, we are providing it into a float form, basically format.
Hmm.
So let's say
Hmm.
if I provide the value here to be 1.1, then it
Hmm.
means that the shape of the crop is going to be in a square form. Okay,
Hmm.
and then
Hmm.
0. 0.5 or basically the standard version here is 4 raised to 3 and 16 raised to 9. That is how we know the aspect ratios, right? But
Hmm.
in here the instead of passing in 4 raised to 3, 16 raised to 9, we are passing in the float values, but that can be changed later on into another implementation of this, where we can just uh, have different kind of options available here in the interface only, that you can
Hmm.
choose the standard format to crop, or to
Hmm.
crop it in a square, or to crop it in widescreen. So all these options are also available in this one, although in here we are using the aspect ratio into a float format. For example, the
Hmm.
values are going to be zero point 0.5. It can be 1.5. 1.5 means the standard one, where 4 is to 3 is being
Hmm.
like 4 is to 3 is the corresponding value for the 1.5 aspect ratio.
Hmm.
So you can give 1.0. 1.0 corresponds to square, and then there
Hmm.
is 2.0 that represents the widescreen. So this is how the aspect ratio works in crop hint generator.
Hmm. So,
So that's
hmm.
pretty much all about this app.
Hmm. Okay. So just a second. So first about
Hmm.
the aspect ratio. So basically, just like we normally passing, like length and breadth of the any
Yes.
images. So just like, and somebody want to, like, normally it's a aspect ratio like 16:9. So suppose you divide
Yes.
it by
Yes.
that, so you will get some float value like that. So either you can pass that,
Yeah.
or but currently we are using float value, not like 16 or
Yeah,
colon
yeah,
60
but
like that.
that is just subjected to
Hmm.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
UI.
Hmm.
Basically,
Hmm.
you can change the UI accordingly instead of that
Hmm. Hmm.
passing it in this current format that it is in.
Hmm.
But like you can replicate it
Hmm.
to look like the same way,
Hmm.
like it is available in most of the editors that
Hmm.
are
Yeah,
available these
yeah, yeah.
days.
Got the idea. Just I'm talking about
Yeah.
like making the code more easier. So just like we have
Yes.
to,
Yes.
the
Yes.
main thing about completing the task, like either you are passing as a float value, so that is
Yeah.
more easier to at a code level. Either you don't have to put some extra effort for
Yes.
as,
Yes.
splitting the part and then doing that. Okay, go to the code part, coding part. Okay. So we have already talked about like these two file utility files
Yeah.
and app files. So basically, I've already talked about for implementing the interfaces and how the call the API that thing. So basically, that is you implemented in Flask. So Flask is a very lightweight,
Yeah.
framework. If somebody want to know, can explain more about things. But that is very easier. You don't have to do too much setup and complication thing. Not too much file, just normal one Python file, and you can
Yes.
write embedded some HTML code, and that will work perfectly. Okay, so go to the utility. So utility one. Okay, so in here, so basically as a learning point of view, so I understand like these are some important libraries. So first we are using Vision AI, Google API call. Just we are doing that, right? So because all the API is responsible for handling the HTTP request and even the algorithm implementation, right? We are just
Yes.
calling those API. That is, so this service is called Vision AI for Google, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. It's
Yeah,
Vision
fine.
AI.
So basically, first we are defining one function. That function is basically we passing the aspect ratio and images, and the rest of the things API will do. Just we have to give
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
parameter. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
It gives the
and
vertices or the bounds for the prompt.
and then we using that what he says point what thing is key point about coordinate of that point, and we drawing through on a screen. So maybe we are
Yeah.
drawing on the images and they were doing. So basically
Yes.
the main task little bit was say, so we can say drawing the images, but not both task was not heavy one. I'm not saying
Yeah.
complicated, but just like little bit of drawing the part. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
We are just joining the four dots that whose
Hmm.
coordinates are being passed by this
Okay,
Vision
okay.
AI's prompt
Hmm.
generator.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, Pati, fine. So let's talk about little bit like like who like somebody want to work this type of project. So what they will learn from this. So they will work to understand how the call API, like how to call Vision Google API. So that will what will the learning of this project. So one somebody will how to create some key, get the some key value for Google Cloud, then how to calling the API. So just talk about that, like what will the learning and what are the different library you have used in this one as a learning point.
Okay, okay. So first of all, yeah, if I see it from a learner's perspective, then the
Mhm.
first thing that the learner would learn is how to, create the service account to
Mhm.
in Google's Cloud Console to make use
Mhm.
of this kind of service that is being
Mhm.
provided by them.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because until and unless you don't create a service account to access the functionality, you
Mhm.
won't be able to use it into your own code. So
Mhm.
all that process you need to learn first.
Mhm.
First you will create your own developers account,
Mhm.
and then you'll go to the Google Cloud Console. Let me just show my console as well.
Mhm.
um, okay, so this is, I'll come here. This is the project
Mhm.
that I'm creating the service account into. Okay,
Mhm.
so the person will first create their own account, and then they will start a
Mhm.
project. Under
Mhm.
that project, they will create a service account for themselves. Okay, and then from the API and services library, they will enable the Google's Vision AI for their account. And
Mhm.
once they enable Google's Vision AI and they have the service account key, they will be able to use this functionality into their own code. So
Mhm.
first of all, those things should be learned. And then
Mhm.
after that, because you want to develop it into an app, you'll have to learn a little bit of Flask, and
Mhm.
a little bit of HTML and CSS is also required to create the front end. So that also the person would get to learn. So majorly these are the three things that you'll be able to learn. And like once you learn the process of generating your service account key for any particular service of Google's cloud platform,
Mhm.
then it becomes easier to like you'll need to follow the same process for other services
Mhm.
provided by Google as well.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Yeah,
all
I
in all,
think. Mhm.
yeah.
I think for creating this Google Cloud, we have already created one video. So somebody who are interested,
Yes,
so
yes,
they can
yes.
watch that video.
So they
So.
can just directly do this. You can. It's just that. Let's just see if I can get to
Mhm.
that page where Vision AI is enabled. Okay, this is for Vertex AI. No, we are not using that. We just go to the APIs. So here, all of the again, like we have already covered, this is the Cloud Vision API,
Hmm.
and you can see that this API is enabled for this account. That is why I'm able to use it into my app. Okay, so this way, all the other services and APIs that are provided by the cloud platform, you'll need to enable them in order to be able to use them into your own code. So that is the first thing that you will be learning, and then again, a little bit of Python is obviously Python or any other programming language that the person is working in, and then if it is not Python, then any other platform apart from Flask or Django to develop this kind of app that they want, and that's pretty much it. Like
Okay.
that is the learning outcome of this particular app.
Okay, okay, just a second. So for this Cloud Vision API, so it's not only for cropping the images. You can see the overview how we can then
Yeah,
useful
yeah.
in other
It's
like.
like it
Hmm,
is having quite a lot of functionality and not
hmm,
just crop in generator. Like
hmm,
you can check out our other videos as well,
hmm,
where we have covered other functionalities from Google Cloud Vision. But if I'm to name some, then there is label detection that you can perform. That is, if you just provide any image to it, it will just list down everything that it is seeing in that image with a particular confidence level. Okay,
hmm,
so it will list down that. Then we can perform logo detection, we can perform face detection, we can perform sentiment detection as well, like emotion detection on faces of people.
hmm,
And
hmm,
then we can also do a text annotation of the images, like you can just generate annotations for the images.
hmm.
That is
Also,
also
hmm, hmm, hmm.
achievable from Google's Cloud Vision. And then
Yeah. Also, hmm,
there are many services.
hmm.
Yeah,
Also overview part you also already can see. Overview mention like logo detections. In overview
yeah,
already mentioned what are the
yeah.
main use cases
Landmark
like.
detection and OCR, like these are one of the
Hmm,
basic things that you can do. And
hmm,
then you
okay.
can also detect explicit content in your images and videos as well.
Hmm,
So for
yeah.
monitoring video content also,
Hmm.
you can use Google's Cloud Vision.
Hmm. Yeah, so vision is these are different use cases. So somebody work on this API, so they will also learn different application. Even
Yeah,
this is not only for academic level project. Even if you want to build some type of product, you can see nowadays lots of AI based application are in market. So no, maybe
yes,
some person is not from AI ML developer, but they have already developed this type of application. So obviously you have little understanding about the coding. So maybe if you are a fresher in computer science, but still you have basic understanding of code, and you will
yes,
learn
yes,
how to you can develop your application. Like normally like label image labeling, like normally there is lots of images, or you want to segregate which image belongs to which category.
yes, yes,
Face party logo is also important use cases, like some for
yes,
we are doing this. Okay, so there's lots of use cases for somebody have more interest in this, so they can explore this thing we have already mentioned there, or even we can give in the link in below description of this video. Okay, fine. So in go to the code utility code. So there is one more library where all you talk about, yeah. Go to the top level. Okay, so first you can see OS. This is a common one. HTML is a normal.
hmm,
Google API, just you have to call that library for calling
yeah.
that. Okay, fine. And then one is a mutable sequence. So what is use of that mutable sequence? So is it
It is just only for formatting around the
okay?
images
Okay, okay,
only. Yeah.
okay, fine. Okay, so other library will learn, I think, Vision. So that is two Google library you have to work on, Vision, and one is called already exist,
Yeah,
or like.
API core basically. These are the two things. Vision is to access the functionality of Vision, and this one is just to pass in the credentials and make
Hmm,
connection to your Google's developer account.
and one more library is at the PIL. So basically
Yes,
PIL
that
for.
is to just open and save images and draw and crop it. So
Okay, so image operation, like we have to
yeah.
do like that. Okay, Okay, fine. So I think most of the thing we have already covered. Okay, so somebody have more interest, or maybe they are working on. So maybe we don't know who are the person watching this video. So either you are a startup, they want to some build up some type of MVP or anything. So if you are working this type of project and you need help, if you even you are not working, but you think this type of idea going to somehow scale your business, not a scale, even going to help somehow. We don't know what are the different use cases, what is your business is going to use around. So if you need such type of application to build and even implement in your existing system, so we can surely develop in your for your use cases. So based on any thing you need to
Mhm.
work for your businesses. And even your developers who want to build this type of project, and suppose you are applying for building your career in AI ML domain, so want to that. And even this type of project, obviously if you have some AI product based company, so this type of project is going to help you. So either you are applying for, you are targeting those company, so even you can start building this type of project, and you can add your resume that is going to add more, that work as a portfolio project for your
Mhm.
resume. So that going to be even more helpful. So that the way like I'm talking about. So even we are as a helping your project assistance, even you are working as a completing one time task, or even you want to take some training on that, like how these things are working. So you can contact our developer one by one, and they will help to build this type of project. Okay, so anything else? I think most of the thing we have already covered. Even the use cases
Yeah.
we have covered, technical part we have already covered. What are the who is obviously for how this type of project is going to help it. Okay, so should we any discuss more? I think I already covered for this one. Hmm.
I think we have pretty much covered everything.
Okay, okay, okay. So let's close this one. So that's all, everyone. I think if you have, we hope you have learned something more insightful for this video, or even you have some doubt, or even you want to something we have missed or we should cover. So also you can comment down below. We'll try to cover all these things in even in next video, or maybe in coming video we'll try to cover that. Okay. So and also you also do like and subscribe, or also comment down below, so like how you type this type of video is going to helpful. So you can also comment like if you are working on logo detection or label detection, so how will be your project for based on this thing, or even you are implementing this one. So you also comment down below, we'll try to comment or reply your comment in next coming video, will like that. Okay, so that's all, everyone. That's all for, let's meet in another one. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. Thank you for watching.